Gabby, the happy holiday girl. Who says you have to wait until certain times of the year to get to celebrate? When every day's a holiday, we can combat stress and have more opportunities to have fun with our friends and family. Come, celebrate with me, and together we can live a holiday life. Hey, what do you know, holiday lifers? It's your girl Gabby, and today is National Bagel Day. Say what? Yes, a day completely dedicated to the yummiest, chewiest, slightly crunchy bagels. They are decorated with many different ingredients, from sunflower seeds to poppy seeds to honey. Bagels. How I love carbs. Do you like carbs as much as I do? I mean, gosh, guys, they are the perfect go-to snack. I know that some people who are keto dieters out there are probably like, what in the world are you talking about, girl? You need to stop it with the carbs. If you're like my husband, then you would tell me to put the bagel down. But guys, I do my workout in the morning. I'm going to eat my bagel. And today, hey, maybe even have two. Guys, today is a day completely dedicated toward everything culinary. So if you do have a bread machine, I suggest taking it out of the cabinet and trying your hands at making some fresh homemade bagels. If you've ever tried making homemade bread, it makes your home smell wonderful. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I've never tried making bagels myself, but maybe, just maybe, because of the holiday, I will try to do it for my family today. I guess I need to start planning now. I film these at night, guys, so maybe if I'm going to go about doing that, I need to get my ingredients ready now. But we'll see. I'm not always the most proactive planner. I'm a fly-by-your-pants type of girl. So if I make the bagels in the morning, I do. If I don't, we'll probably be making a bagel run. Nevertheless, we will be enjoying bagels. But let's not delay any further. Let's get into today's podcast episode. Fam, you know I love to start off our podcast episodes with our quote of the day. And today's quote is from EliteDaily.com. The quote is this: "Too many people look at the holes in their life and miss the glorious bagel right in front of them." Once again, too many people look at the holes in their life and miss the glorious bagel right in front of them. And you know what? I love that quote because a lot of times we focus so much on having to have everything perfect. We want to have a perfect looking home before we have guests come over. We want our children to always look like presentable, Instagram perfect, ready little kids that can always have their photos taken at the drop of a dime. And we want our hair and makeup to look great. Guys, that's actually something I'm going through right now. I'll be a little bit honest and vulnerable. The struggle can be real, guys. For women in particular, I don't know. Like right now I do my Facebook Lives. If you're one of my Facebook friends, then hey. If not, you can find me at A Holiday Life. It'll show a little link to my personal profile where I do my Facebook Lives every day. But on my Facebook Lives, guys, I try to do, try to get my hair done and do my makeup so I can look presentable. But in my everyday life, guys, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 little kids, and before I was doing podcasting in my Facebook Lives, honestly, guys, a dirty secret, I wear pajamas a lot and things that are really comfortable, because whenever you're taking care of little kids, you just, what's the point sometimes? And it's so horrible, I imagine, because, our husbands come back home from work and I guess we should look all dressed up, maybe. But honestly, I got a bit in a rut. I do enjoy, though, because I get dressed up now for my Facebook Lives. It gives me something to look forward to. So it's kind of fun. But going back to the topic, the quote of today, sometimes when we try to make everything so perfect, we end up spending so much time focusing on things that really aren't that important. And we miss out on time that we could be spending with our loved ones or actually enjoying our time with our kids instead of trying to make them perfect. And we miss out on allowing our friends and family to come over to our homes. Hey, it might not be perfect all the time. You may have some toys on the couch whenever you want to sit down. But it's those things that make us a family. It's those things that make our home a home. And quite frankly, if you have a friend or guest who wants to spend time with you, well, they need to accept all of you. Now, yeah, we can't have it completely messy all the time. But come on now, sometimes it just gets exhausting trying to be perfect. And it's funny because as I'm telling you this, my husband, he tells me constantly with my podcast that I need to be more loose. I need to just talk to everyone. But guys, I went to school for broadcasting. And so I have this thing I really want my podcast to be polished sounding. I don't want you all to hear a lot of my mistakes, my vocal pauses. Whenever I say something completely random that makes no sense, I try to edit those things out because I just want to be as professional seeming as I can. Now, I'm not quite sure if you guys like that or not. I know I do have some consistent listeners, so maybe you do. Or maybe you want your host to let her hair down more and let some of those vocal mistakes come through. I'm not quite sure. So if you want to send me a message, I would really appreciate that so I can know how to tailor my podcast to sound better for my audience. But nonetheless, I prefer to try to be as professional as I can be with my podcasting. So that's what it is. That's a little bit of my dirty laundry as far as my personal life. Bagels, holes, perfection, and enjoying life. Ultimately, though, I am grateful for the quote and for the chance to try not to have to be so perfect all the time. And who knows, maybe on my Facebook Live tomorrow, I won't get all dressed up in honor of National Bagel Day and not focusing on the hole, focusing on the bagel. Maybe I'll just wear a hat on my hair and be chill Gab. Who knows, maybe not, guys. I just, the pressure. I can't be ugly out there, guys. Nobody just nobody wants somebody who looks just unput together. That's just not cool, okay? I don't need people trying to take a snapshot of me looking wild and keeping it for some kind of blackmail in the future. That's so funny. Hopefully that wouldn't happen, but you never know. You never know. I digress. Ultimately, in your own life, try to strive toward enjoying the moment and letting some of those imperfections strive through the best you can. I'm not going to tell you or give you guarantees that I will be perfect in taking my own advice, but I will do what I can to enjoy more of my time with my children and try to keep up with my house. But if things just aren't perfect all the time, trying to be grateful for the time that we have and not strive toward everything being so perfect all the time. We'll see. But yesterday I gave you all a sample of my holiday trivia podcast, and I think I want to do that again, guys. I'm going to give you guys my daily trivia, and if you decide, you can subscribe to receive my exclusive holiday trivia podcast. I give out 5 brand new trivia questions that I make all by myself. Such a big girl now. And I post them on my holiday trivia podcast. But for you all, I will give one of my trivia questions right now. Here it goes. Question number 3 is a celebrity question. All of these celebrities have made headlines revolving around bagels. Which of these confessed to never having eaten a bagel? Is it A, Justin Bieber, B, Cynthia Nixon, C, Ice-T, or D, Kendall Jenner? Once again, all of these celebrities have made headlines revolving around bagels. Which of these confessed to never having eaten a bagel? Is it A, Justin Bieber, B, Cynthia Nixon, C, Ice-T, or D, Kendall Jenner? And the answer is C, Ice-T. Eater.com says, during a Tonight Show appearance a few weeks later, Ice-T explained why he'd never tried a bagel before this year. I'm from South Central. Can you imagine Snoop singing, rolling down the street, smoking Indo, eating some lox and bagels? I thought that was a hilarious quote. I loved it, guys. So the issue came about because Ice-T was known for filming his television hit show, Law & Order SVU, which is a New York-themed police show. Hey, what do you know, holiday lifers? It's your girl Gab. And it wasn't until he had filmed an episode on the show that he had tried a bagel. So that's what all the controversy was around with Ice-T and the bagel. I really liked that Ice-T quote. I thought it was really funny. So I hope you guys enjoyed that trivia question. If you want more, like I said, scroll down to the bottom of the podcast description and you can subscribe for that content now. And back to the main topic of National Bagel Day. I thought you guys would like this fun fact that I found online. I liked this fun fact because I felt as though it kind of tied back into that original quote I gave you guys today about not focusing on the whole, but enjoying the overall bagel in life. So my fun fact is from bagelbakerygainesville.com. I'm going to read you the little blurb from the website. It says, "The hole in the middle is not just decoration. Although bagels are shaped to match their name, the hole in the middle serves a very important purpose. The hole increases the bagel's surface area and allows for more crust formation and helps it cook faster. Additionally, bagel sellers used to place them on a wooden rod and sell them in city streets, so the hole was very helpful for that as well." End quote. But the reason I say it tied into our quote of the day was this, guys. Okay, so I create a lot of fun graphics, GIFs, and whatnot, trivia questions for my social media accounts. And what's funny is, so today I was typing my things out and I had made a typo on one of my graphics that I was getting ready to publish. What's funny though is I accidentally deleted something on that graphic. I didn't know that it was a typo at the time, but I deleted it. And then I was frustrated for a moment until I looked at what I thought was a mistake and realized that I was really grateful. I said, "Thank you, Lord. You actually kept me from publishing something that was an error. It wasn't correct." And so I was really grateful because for me, deleting what I thought was correct, it was a mistake. And it was one of those holes in the bagel, something that I wished wasn't there. It wasn't until the Lord kind of opened my eyes to see that what I accidentally deleted was really a mistake, to where I was grateful. And I laughed because I realized that even in our mistakes, God is always looking out for us. At the time, it may not feel like what happened was the right thing to have happened. Whenever we make mistakes, sometimes it feels frustrating or like we wish we didn't make a decision that we did. But what's so great is that God is so gracious in everything He does with us from day to day. And those mistakes that we feel like led us down a certain path, if we're able to look outside of ourselves or over the course of maybe a couple of years, I know that kind of stinks, guys, but we're able to see that that decision we made was actually for our benefit, was actually for the better. And so I know it was kind of small as far as the example goes that I gave with my typo, but I offered it to you because I felt like, and today, if maybe, just maybe, you make a mistake or you're lamenting and torturing yourself over something that you did in the past, and I've been guilty of it too. Guys, just let it go. Let it go because God already knew what you were going to do. And it is possible that He can use that for your benefit. You just may not be able to see it just yet. So that's my bit of holiday inspiration for you today. And a fun way to tie into our original quote, the hole in the middle, guys, it's not just decoration. The mistakes we make all serve a purpose. And now it's time for our activity of the day. In honor of National Bagel Day, guys, take a break from your New Year's diet and chow down on a bagel. I never knew that there was this thing called lox and bagels until I researched for today's podcast. And I am so intrigued, guys. I live in the Midwest, so I don't know if anywhere around here would necessarily serve something like that. But I am so interested. I know that I do have a few listeners who are in New York right now. Guys, for me, please go grab yourself a lox and bagel. I wonder if it's good. If so, please find me on social media and let me know. I really eat a bite of it for me and just say, "Hey, Gabby, this was for you." My social media is at A Holiday Life, and I'm not going to list all of them because you listen to the end of the podcast and you can get the rest of them. But I'm so intrigued. So in the Midwest, I may be stuck to just either making it myself, like I talked about earlier, but in all honesty, I probably won't. But, in my heart of hearts, I want to. But honestly, I've been staying up so late doing these podcasts, guys, and I'm going to go to bed tonight. So my preparation may not be all there to be able to make the bagels first thing in the morning. Maybe over the weekend I can. But I may be subject to going to the grocery store and buying some pre-made bagels. Gosh, I know. Doesn't sound quite as fancy as getting one as the New Yorkers do. You guys have some bomb bagels, I hear. So eat a bagel for your girl and enjoy National Bagel Day. So, what do you think? Today, do you think you can avoid the hole in the middle of the bagel and enjoy everything else that's around it? Head on over to aholidaylife.com now for more holiday fun. There you can sign up to receive a free monthly calendar full of fun holiday activities for every day. You can also leave me a voicemail of what you're doing to celebrate the holiday. You might be on my next episode. Also, if you like my podcast, please be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast from. You can follow me on social media by using @AHolidayLife on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest, and @AHolidayLife Podcast on Instagram. And for more holiday fun, head on over to my exclusive content holiday trivia podcast to give my trivia questions a shot. If you get 3 or more out of 5 questions correct, you're well on your way to becoming a holiday lifer. Until next time, keep celebrating the holidays, stay safe, and live a holiday life. I'll talk to you tomorrow.